Annie Kopp is our bullying HateBraker hero.
The first day of school, Spanish was my first period class. So I got to school and I kind of surveyed the area. And I sat down next to this boy that he looked like he was my age. Maybe a month went by. And he started to write on my notebooks. So he would get up to blow his nose to go get a tissue once every 5 minutes and just slap me on the back of the head. When it was going on, I did all different things to try and get it to stop. You know, I completely ignored it, and there was blood running down my arm. I just didn't even acknowledge it. I just kept writing or whatever. I tried the silent treatment, I tried the yelling thing, and nothing worked. And I had scars and everything. I'll just internalize it all. I thought it was my problem that I was being too sensitive. It doesn't stop, but the way that I deal with it definitely does. I was like, focus on school. This is what matters. This is gonna be your revenge. Instead of people taking revenge, you know, acting violent back, I was like, I'm gonna be more successful. Kept telling myself that he was gonna be driving my cab when I'm living in New York, I'm successful. From my experiences, if I just change the way that I internalize it all, then it's less destructive. And I have something to say to the teachers. I don't think it's right for teachers to just be there to teach. If something's going on, pay attention to it. Just say stop. It's so simple. I don't understand why it's so complex. We look at adults as our role models, right? And if the teacher doesn't do anything about it, we follow by example.
I will always resent the teacher who did nothing, while I was slapped, tripped, stabbed, mocked, and punched as my blue and white days became my black and blue days. When I came to Ladue, I knew I would have to hit the books, but I never imagined in a million years I would have to worry about the books hitting me. In preschool and grade school, we are taught to keep our hands to ourselves, and if we don't have anything nice to say, we should not say it at all. But now that we are in high school, it seems like these basic tenets are no longer enforced. I'm asking all of you to make it impossible for bullying to exist in your classroom.
The teacher, the day after my routine, she emailed, I've noticed some boys are, bothering you. And I just want to make sure that my classroom is a safe place. And if they get it to stop in their classroom, like I can impact more people giving a stand-up routine, they can impact their whole class.
And now, representatives of the new administration of Ladue will give Annie her Bullying HateBraker Hero Award.
I am Brad Griffith, the incoming principal, and I'm joined by Dr. Jenke, our incoming superintendent, and Mr. Coppolo, our school board president. Annie, thank you for standing up. Thank you for being a part of the solution. You have made a difference at our school community, both for our students as well as our faculty. As a freshman, you were continually bullied. And it took courageous action on your part by not only standing up for yourself, but speaking for yourself and standing up and making a difference in our school. Your presentation to staff spoke volumes to our teachers about the importance of acknowledging and addressing bullying within our school. You developed this brilliant routine that you shared, performing it before all of our faculty. And in many ways, it was a call to action. It was an impetus for change. We are here tonight to thank you for your moral courage, your candor, your brilliant sense of humor, your commitment to stopping bullying, and your commitment to educating educators. Thank you.
Last time I was this nervous was the first time giving the routine. Thank you, Mr. Griffith, Dr. Janke, and Mr. Coppolo for taking the time to come here tonight and present me with this award. I know it's a school night, so I'll try to make it brief. Mr. Griffith, every time I pass you in the hall, you make a point of making eye contact with me, smiling and asking how my day is going. You have no idea how great that feels, especially for someone who has felt invisible to the administration in the past. I applaud your ability to connect with your students, yet demand their respect at the same time. How do you do it? You walk in, and within a week, you have everyone who loves you. It took me 4 years to find friends. We need to talk before I go to college. Keep it up, I know you will. Dr. Janke, when I told my friends that you would be presenting me with this award, they all had the exact same reaction. It went a little like this. Oh, I love Dr. Janke. I think they really came here to see you. While I wish I could have had the opportunity to get to know you more, based on everyone's reaction at the mere mention of your name, I'm sure I would have loved you too. Ladue is very lucky to have you three, and I know I am leaving the district in good hands. It almost makes me want to stay another year. Almost. Mr. Coppolo, I didn't forget you. No, in the back of the card. Thank you. This is going to go way past 2 minutes. Mr. Coppolo, we missed you last night at graduation. I hope your granddaughter's recital went well, and I'm glad you could be here tonight. I'd like to thank Susan Balk for being my mentor and head cheerleader. Anyone who knows Susan knows she is well-read. In fact, when Susan and I made plans to meet for the first time, she said she would be the one wearing the red glasses. I get to Breadco, look out the window, and see a woman pull up in a red PT Cruiser, wearing a red sweater, red pants, red shoes, and red glasses. She was right. She was wearing red glasses. Little known fact about Susan, her favorite color is blue. It didn't take long for me to realize that Susan was the true HateBraker. You are so compassionate, supportive, and as you say to me, I am such a fan. Although I spent a lot of time at home for much of high school, thanks to my family, it was fun. It got to the point where if I did something wrong, I was punished by having to go out. I did not want to be punished. You three understood me and made me feel special, and I cannot thank you enough for helping me stay positive and happy. You guys pushed me to share my wit with the world, and if I make it big, the first thing I'll buy you is a new couch, because I sat there so much that there was a divot on the couch. Last night at graduation, we were seated in the gym, walking out, getting ready to walk out on the field. I looked to my right, and standing 2 feet away from me was the teacher I had when I was bullied. To my left, about 4 seats, was the bully himself. Before I could get that pit in my stomach, my friend Samantha ran up to me. I'm fine. Don't worry. To straighten my cap. I turned around and saw Jeet, Natalie, Nina, Courtney, Sammy, and Caroline, and realized that I will never be lonely anymore. You all have taught me, by example, how to be a true friend. Congratulations to the other honorees. I'm humbled to be associated with you 4 heroes. I actually feel a little out of my league. Thank you all for coming here tonight. Thank you all for coming here tonight. And if you see my mom at the bar, don't cut her off. She's had a rough 4 years. There's one more joke. One more joke. My brother, on the other hand, cut him off. He's 20, no matter what his ID says.